Few bikes in the world are optimized for speed, acceleration, braking, and cornering on paved roads, typically at the expense of comfort and fuel economy. By the comparison with other bikes, we all love superbikes, and every time we see on the street, we just go crazy. Today, we have brought you the list of bikes this year, and these are the fastest and the coolest of them all. So, here you go with the top 10 fastest production bikes in the world in 2020. Number 10. The BMW K1300S. This bike was launched in October 2008. Comes with a 1293cc water-cooled 4-stroke inline 4-cylinder engine, 4 valves per cylinder, 2 overhead crankshafts. This bike is capable of producing 172 horsepower at 9250 rpm. The max torque output is 140 Nm at 8250 rpm. When you start the engine, you will be welcomed by a pleasing hexagonal tube throttle sound. A constant mesh of 6-speed gearbox sends the power to the rear wheel. The bike can reach a peak velocity of over 174 miles per hour or 281 kilometers per hour because of its sporty lineage and lightweight design. Number 9. The Aprilia RS V4. As soon as Aprilia launched this superbike in 2016, the RS V4 instantly entered the limelight. The RS V4 RF may be an addition track-oriented superbike variant featuring all-in spoke, performance ride control, wheelie control, launch control, quick shift, and more. The Aprilia RS V4 RF is powered by a 999cc liquid-cooled V4 engine which produces 198 bhp and 115 Nm of torque with a 6-speed gearbox. There are 2 variants, an addition of Aprilia RS V4, a more hardcore RS V4 RR. The RS V4 RR may be an ride-ready motorcycle, but RF is one step ahead. Engine 999.6cc liquid-cooled 4-cylinder engine which is 65 degrees V4. Max power is 201 horsepower at 13,000 rpm. Max torque output is 115 Nm at 10,500 rpm. The bike lighting acceleration is that only reason it's included in our fastest production motorcycle countdown. 0 to 100 goes in 2 seconds. The top speed of bike is 180 miles per hour or 299 kilometers per hour. Number 8. The YZF R1 from Yamaha. Yamaha YZF R1 is the company's flagship motorcycle, giving riders the prospect to explore MotoGP DNA with a street legal bike. It generates a peak power of 197.2 bhp and a torque output of 112.4 Nm. The R1 is supported by an aluminum chassis with a diamond structure and comes with 4 inline 998cc petrol engine. The R1 receives forward telescopic forks and backward double swing leg, ensuring controlled stability. The acceleration from 0 to 100 is done in 2.6 seconds, whereas the top speed of this bike is 185.7 miles per hour or 299 kilometers per hour. Number 7. CBR 1000 RR Fireblade. The CBR 1000 RR Fireblade is Honda's flagship sports bike, bringing racetrack technology to the road. After the new 2019 version, the motorcycle has now improved in terms of power and innovation and comes in the list of fastest bikes in the world in the year 2020. It receives variety of most advanced racing elements like wheelie control, rear lift control, engine braking, riding mode selection system, power selection, and a replacement ABS gyroscope mechanism. The new CBR 1000 RR weighs 195 kg with the utilization of magnesium and other lightweight materials, which is about 15 kg lighter than the previous one. Honda also has the CBR 1000 RR Fireblade SP Besides the quality model with extra facilities like semi-active all-limb electronic control (SEC), steering at each side, and Brembo 4-piston monoblock radial calipers with high performance resistance. This bike comes with 999cc liquid-cooled 4-stroke 16-valve DOHC inline 4. The max power output is 190 bhp at 13,000 rpm. The max torque output is 114 Nm at 11,000 rpm. The bike can reach up to the top speed of 185.7 miles per hour or 299 kilometers per hour. 0 to 100 is done in 2.7 seconds. Number 6. Suzuki GS XR. Suzuki has equipped this bike of the leader class with 998.8cc 4-cylinder liquid-cooled engine of 6 speeds, which is capable of producing 202 horsepower at 13,200 rpm, and the max torque output is 117.6 Nm at 10,800 rpm. Suzuki brings simpler suspension and added electronics functions to the street legal model for riders meaning to move from the first variant to the R variant. While the motorcycle weighs only 202 kg, Suzuki's design has been remained an equivalent over the previous couple of generations. A single headlight on fairing feels aesthetic, while the redesigning of air intakes relative to its predecessor. Acceleration from 0 to 100 is in 2.35 seconds. The top speed happens to be 186.5 miles per hour or 300 kilometers per hour. Number 5. MV Agusta F4 RC. The street legal version's 4-cylinder engine produces 205 bhp power, more than standard F4 RR, which produces 195 bhp. Its body frame race kit also reduces the load of the bike to 175 kg. The F4 RC is that the motorcycle you would like to shop for if you would like the fastest bikes within the world with an exotic Italian touch and lightness. There is always a component of sleekness, both in Italian supercars and the top speed bikes. This bike is equipped with 998cc liquid-cooled 4-cylinder engine. The max power output is 200 bhp at 13,450 rpm. The max torque output is 115 Nm at 9,300 rpm. The acceleration from 0 to 100 is in 2.4 seconds, whereas the top speed of this bike is 188 miles per hour or 302 kilometers per hour. Number 4. BMW S1000RR. The S1000RR is on the rank 4 in the list of top 10 fastest bikes in the world. Unlike Japanese big automotive brands, BMW Motorrad has directly received its racing DNA technology from its parent corporation, BMW. So far, BMW has had an eye for its advanced aerodynamics for the new version's field. The new S1000RR is the flagship supersport motorcycle of BMW that for 2019 has been entirely restructured. The RR's twin LED projector headlamps with LED DRLs that substitute the unique headlamps on their predecessor are the most prominent element of the 2019 BMW. This engine is a newly developed 4-cylinder piston inline 999cc. The engine produces 204 horsepower at 13,500 rpm and the max torque output is 113 Nm at 11,000 rpm. Besides, thanks to a smaller engine parts and exhaust system, the 2019 version of the S1000RR weighs 197 kg, a whole 11 kg lighter than before. Acceleration from 0 to 100 is done in 2.6 seconds, whereas the top speed is 188.2 miles per hour or 303 km per hour. Number 3. Suzuki Hayabusa. Hayabusa is the third fastest bike in the world in 2020. It is the hottest bike within the world and also has been the fastest production motorcycle for an extended time before Suzuki's rival launched our 2-speed bikes. This is the flagship motorcycle of Suzuki, which is very large and sometimes confuse people for its world record. No, Hayabusa isn't the fastest bike within the world anymore. The Suzuki's Hayabusa twin headlamps are stacked vertically, and that's how you instantly recognize this big daddy on the street. The motorcycle features a new ABS system and front brake calipers from Brembo. Total, this bike comes with 4 analog meters on the front, which incorporates a speedometer, fuel indicator, a water temperature with SDMS mode indicator, and drive gear and an adjustable tachometer. This bike is equipped with 1340cc liquid-cooled 4-cylinder engine, which produces 204 horsepower at 9500 rpm, and the torque output is 155 Newton meters at 7200 rpm. Acceleration from 0 to 100 is done in 2.9 seconds, whereas the top speed happens to be 193.8 miles per hour or 312 kilometers per hour. Number 2. Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R. It is the second fastest production motorcycle so far at the highest speed of 208.1 miles per hour or 335 kilometers per hour. In just 2.7 seconds, it can go from 0 to 100. The Ninja ZX14R uses a liquid-cooled engine of 1441cc, 4 valves, and can produce up to 197.3 bhp at 10,000 rpm. For an extended time, the Ninja series was consistently amongst the simplest street bikes for his own modern work and research. Kawasaki's intention was to compete with Hayabusa and launch the foremost powerful sport bike. Number 1. Kawasaki Ninja H2R. The Ninja H2R acquires first rank in the list of top 10 fastest bikes in the world. It is the flagship model from Kawasaki, which was presented at 2015 EICMA motorcycle show. Because of the overwhelming power, this later class model was purely track-only motorcycle, not legal on public roads, and it is that only bike to urge supercharging technology on target. The H2R is really 50% more powerful and features 5mm shorter wheelbase than the regular street legal H2, which produces 197 bhp of power. If we consider legality, Kawasaki Ninja H2 is the fastest street legal motorcycle you will own. To show you a glimpse of how powerful the H2R is, it maintains the planet record of breaking 400 kph speed barrier. The max power output is 310 bhp at 14,000 rpm. Max torque output is 156 Newton meters at 12,500 rpm. The bike can go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. So, these were the top 10 fastest bikes in the world. If you want to see the top 10 fastest bikes in the world which are not in production anymore, but the fastest one produces more than 500 horsepower, comment down below. I'll be glad to make a video on your demand. Hey, thanks for being with Autodivine. If you found this video informative, please hit the like, subscribe from the button on the screen, and if you have any suggestions, comment down below.